Diddy is currently doing a sentence at Fort Dix.
Yeah, so he got downgraded to Club Fed, right?
Yeah, you can't make this up. You can't make this up.
He in Fort Dix, man.
Fort Dix.
You think they got baby oil in Fort Dix?
Can you just imagine this conversation? So Diddy, where should we try to get you in? Someplace with dicks. Got just the place for you.
So we got
just the place.
We got Fort Knox or Fort Dix. He said, "I'm liking them dicks."
Fort Dix.
I'm liking dicks. That one sounds like the one to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, my man Sebastian Telfair is actually sentenced in the same prison facility.
No way.
Yeah, and I did his interview like the day before he turned himself in.
What did he do?
It was like an NBA health fraud situation. Like, he allegedly took some money that he wasn't supposed to take, and he got probation. He didn't take the probation seriously, so he violated his probation. Now he has to do, I think, like 9 months or something.
9 months of Fort Dix.
Yeah.
It's a rough one,
With Diddy.
With Diddy, bro. Bro, I feel like all the other inmates, they on high risk now, man. When Diddy probably touched down the yard at Fort Dix like Debo.
Oh, yeah. Everyone got to come up with commissary.
Right, I need that baby oil commissary
Someone's
on deck.
doing his nails right now, massaging his scalp. I mean, yeah, there's a whole lot going on.
I see on Reddit, he apparently already got a job in the prison laundry.
Okay.
And apparently he be sniffing them panties. Like
right.
Crazy.
So you actually did a video about this. He was allegedly, like, he woke up with a knife on his throat.
Yeah, that was what was alleged. There's not been too many sort of extra details around that. Because when I saw 6ix9ine, he was saying, Diddy's good in there. What's really weird is I did a report. There was a few newspaper articles that covered, apparently Diddy was like teaching business classes inside MDC Brooklyn when he was there. And he was it was called like Game with Diddy or something. It sounded almost too good to be true. Like, it's Game with Diddy and he's dropping free game and classes for everybody trying to get in their good books. Now, when I saw 6ix9ine, he told me that was cap. That wasn't true. If there was some Diddy classes going on, he would have been taking them, but apparently that wasn't true. So I don't know if that was a trolling that got spread around, or if it was misinformation, but obviously the rumor was he was basically eyeing for a pardon from Trump. There was a rumor that Trump was considering it, and then the bad press around him even considering it. Trump then was like, I'm not giving a Diddy pardon out. That's not happening. But then obviously, already before the knife to the throat thing, apparently he was already trying to get moved to Fort Dix, because Fort Dix is apparently like, I see you laughing. Fort Dix is apparently like super relaxed compared to the other federal prisons.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit more like people at the end of their sentence. There's like it's more like open housing and stuff. So he was apparently angling for the pardon. If he couldn't get that, he wanted to get put to Fort Dix. Apparently that wasn't going too well, but then the guy holding a knife to his throat, they're saying he woke up in the middle of the night. Guy had a knife to his throat, guy going through mental health. And apparently all of that has worked, and they've kind of said, okay, it's a bit hot for you in MDC Brooklyn. We're going Fort Dix. But that means if Tekashi touches down, he might not be chilling with Diddy again, so.
Well, I mean, he needed to get transferred anyways once he was sentenced, because when you're in Brooklyn, that's just a holding facility until you get sentenced. Nobody does their Fed bid in Brooklyn, in MDC. Yeah, you got to go to an actual federal penitentiary. So yeah, he eventually would have gone somewhere. I mean, if he got into like a Club Fed situation, good for him. I personally don't think that he deserves any jail time at all. I feel like time served was totally fair considering what he got convicted of. But
you've been Team Diddy, man. But you was right.
Well,
you was right about most
so
of this
much
stuff.
Team Diddy, because I don't support women beaters and that type of thing and some of the crazy shit that he did. I just feel like he got convicted of hiring male prostitutes who are all totally fine with having sex with Cassie. I interviewed 5 of them, right? So it's not that serious of a crime. To get, 4 years over that, I think is a bit crazy. Now, if he got convicted of RICO, if he got convicted of like a serious sex trafficking, like he was actually moving, like pimping out girls and stuff like that, which he wasn't doing, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, throw the book at him. But in this case, it's not a Team Diddy situation. It's like a fair situation. It's a fair situation. He did not get charged with beating up Cassie. Now, if it was about that and he got 4 years, then I'm like, all right, I get it. But that was not the conviction. So,
do you feel like sometimes judges and prosecutors kind of, they give you a little bit extra on the back end if they didn't get you on the charges they wanted, or is that not how it works?
It's not really how it works, and I really rely on people that really know what they're talking about. Like Judge Mathis is now a regular on my show, and he's an actual state judge. And he said before the trial was over that Diddy's not going to get a slap on the wrist because the judge can consider what came up in the courtroom when it comes to the sentencing. Yes, there's the actual conviction, but he gets to consider what was said and proven in that courtroom, and there was some bad stuff proven. And he said because of that, he's probably going to get some extra years. And he was totally right. I don't think that the judge, the prosecutors are powwow. Okay, we lost this, but you're going to get us on the back end, right, Judge? Judges are not generally extra friendly to prosecutors like that. Judges throw out cases constantly. A prosecutor has shown that they got evidence illegally, or there is some, like the Young Thug case. The judge got thrown out. He tried to kind of powwow with the prosecutors, and the whole thing blew up in his face to the point where he got fired. That was a humiliating, think about it. That's what he's known for now. He's the judge that got kicked off the Young Thug case.
That was crazy, man.
So I don't think so. I mean, obviously people are going to have their conspiracy theories, but I think at the end of the day, what that judge did was relatively fair. And even though Diddy is going to appeal, I don't think the appeal is going anywhere. Because here's what people don't realize. Do you know what percent of appeals are actually successful?
Nah, it must be low, right?
2%.
2%.
2%. So, Tory's about to get free. He's got a 2% chance of going free. Now, granted, he's got some money, so it probably goes up a few percentage points, but not by much. When you get convicted, you stay there. Generally. Yes, there's some situations like Cosby where it was proven he should have never even been in court. Right? That was relatively, he shouldn't have even been in court, so therefore being convicted of something he shouldn't have sat in on doesn't make sense. But the Tories, the Diddys, who else is in prison right now? Casanova 2 times.
Yeah, Casanova.
Unfortunately, Taxstone, I don't think there's appeals there. I'm not happy any of these guys are in jail. I know some of them, but the appeal sounds good when you say it. Like, Tay-K's not getting a damn appeal.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. A lot of UK rappers in jail that kind of really, they try and say that they're sort of live and die by their appeals, but I don't think I've seen any of them get appeals,
Yeah.
I get that a lot when I've covered UK cases, and they're kind of like, man, could you not have dropped this video after my appeal? And it's kind of like, you got life, bro. Like, do that appeal, but like, bro, you dropped the album.
Yeah. Yeah.